Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be exploring a series of movements and breathing from session number 3 of the chronic pain group series that I teach. So we'll start lying down on your back, bending your knees, bringing your feet down. Arms can be down by your side. First, we'll settle in with working with breathing in and out through your nose, just feeling and being aware of your breath moving in and out through your nostrils. Noticing the breath and where it moves in your body. And just explore, be curious about where you can feel the breath moving. If you have a beloved pet, you can have them hop on your belly, like my little buddy Boots. We're just observing and being with the feel of our body against the floor. Just observing and watching the sensations inside of us, noticing your heartbeat, maybe in your chest or your neck or your belly. And really being able to observe it without any judgment, nothing to change or fix, it's just sensation. And then feeling your breath begin to deepen and soften. Slowing down your exhale out your nose. Let it be even and paced. And as you inhale, just softening through your belly, receiving the breath into the lower rib cage area. Just feeling the belly rise up on the inhale. Slow exhale. Let's rise and fall. Keeping your chest relatively still. This is our form of diaphragmatic or calming breath. And once you feel like you have a rhythm established with your breathing, just allow for your feet to migrate to the very edges of your mat. Knees are still bent. Comfortable distance of your feet from your hips. I'm going to flow with the breath here, and the breath is going to be the foundation and the main focus of the movement. And so taking that breath in, the knees are up towards the sky. And as you exhale, just allowing both knees to shift over to the right, as though you're going through a windshield wiper. As you inhale, the left hip is going to rotate back down to the mat and the knees will come up to center. You'll exhale both knees over to the left. Start out slow with the movement because you want to have ease throughout. Find a softness in your face. You'll inhale, knees come up. Exhale nice and slow, knees to the right. See if you can keep the tension low through your face and jaw. And let the movement be really nice and slow, matched to your breath. And maybe each movement gets a little bit bigger in terms of that windshield wiper. But find your window. The window where you can have some ease. You can let go of guarding and anticipation of sensation. And you can have this almost like you're flowing through water. So slower tends to be more supportive here. And you can also hold and breathe on one side. Let the shoulders release into the floor. So you'll find for you where there is the most space with this movement. And see if you can keep your face neutral, even if there is an increase in sensation. Just continuing to reiterate, moving slowly and mindfully. We're safe. There's no danger here. Getting that feedback, allowing your thoughts to stay neutral, to just be with whatever is and not increase threat. Let's just do one more. You're ending with your knees up towards the sky. Taking a few breaths to just let the body sink into the floor. Notice some of the tension that may be there protecting you, and see if you can give permission for it to release on your exhale. Just returning to acknowledging the sounds in the room, showing you in this moment we're okay, we're safe, there's no threat. Acknowledge the sensation of feeling your body lying on the floor, supported. And returning to the wave-like breath, in and out through your nostrils. The next movement we'll do is to allow for your feet to come about hip-width distance apart, and slide your feet as close to your seat as that feels comfortable and like it has some space for your knees and your hips. And so this movement, we're going to be working with a bridge pose, and you'll find for you what feels the best in your body, giving you the most space. And so the movement here is going to be to take that inhale, and as you inhale, lift your hips, and as you exhale, slowly lower down. And only lift your hips a couple of inches here. We're going to start out nice and small. So you'll inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower down. And you may want to lower it one vertebra at a time, or you may want to just lower your hips and your back altogether. You'll find what feels more ease for you. Inhaling to lift, feel the glutes engage. And that exhale, maybe a lengthening down through the sacrum, but fully release in between, maybe even taking a breath before you lift up again. Engaging the glutes, inhale, feel the lift. And the exhale, nice and slow, tension low, thoughts neutral, totally relax for a breath. This next one, we're going to inhale, lifting the hips. We're going to hold here, maybe 1 to 2 inches up. And you're just going to feel like your frontal hip bones are like airplane wings. And we're just going to dip. You'll feel the right one dipping down towards the ground. Inhale, lifting it back up so that your hips are level. Exhale, dropping the left frontal hip bone down, releasing that left glute. Almost like the left side is coming towards the floor. Inhale, coming back up to center so they're level. Exhale, as though you're trying to drop the right hip back down to the floor. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, and to do this, you'll feel the left glute releasing as you drop the left frontal hip bone down just a little bit. And you're just moving with your breath here, one side and then the other, dropping down. And if this feels like it's a little uncoordinated, just drop down a little bit lower, or you can even keep your hips down on the floor and just feel this tilting where you just tilt, shift your weight to the right hip, and then tilt, shift your weight back over to the left hip. So it's the right hip, back of the right hip drops down into the floor, left hip. So it's just like you have this airplane, you're just veering to the left, veering to the right. Let's just do a couple more with your breath. Exhaling to slowly release. Checking back in, let tension soften throughout your body. And then next we'll draw the right leg, the right thigh and the knee in towards your chest. Just bring your hands behind your thigh, drawing it in as close as that feels like it's giving you a stretch and the sensation is manageable. And then maybe you draw your left one in as well. You can stick with one or you can draw both. And we're just going to use the hands behind the thighs to gently draw in as you exhale. As you inhale, allow your arms to extend out, create some space. And then exhale, draw the thighs back in. Softness through the neck and shoulders. Inhaling, allow the arms to extend so that there's space and a release of the legs away from you. Exhale, drawing it back in. Continuing to move here nice and slow, matching with your breath. Next option is to exhale, draw the knees in. And as you inhale, just direct the knees away from each other, almost like you're drawing these big circles out and away from each other with your knees. Circle it back around so that the knees then come back together, and you'll exhale, draw the knees back in. So they move away from each other, circling out as you inhale. Big circle with each knee. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, circle out and away. Exhaling back in. Your circles can be nice and small. You can do this with one knee, where your both hands are using one knee to just create a circle, increasing in size as your alarm system allows. Inhaling out and around. So find the variation that works within your window of tolerance, where you're challenging and not overwhelming your breath, and your softness through your face is keeping everything nice and balanced. And then doing one more circle, bringing both feet back down, arms by your side, just to fully release for a few breaths. And just stay here for about 10 more breaths. Just returning to feeling that softness. Tuning into the sounds that you hear. If you have a pet nearby, just feeling the softness, the wonderful energy of them. Slow, paced exhale. Soft belly on your inhale, receiving. Body just sinking a little bit deeper on the exhale. And then beginning to move your fingers and your toes. You can rotate to either side as you, nice and slowly, using your breath, push your way up to seated. So take your time here. Just reorienting to the room, taking in your surroundings. I hope this was a helpful
discovery and playfulness of how we can continue to move our bodies, feel our breath, and really regulate our nervous system to change the way we're moving